Welcome to another edition of Purina's Livin the Farm Life. I'm Kevin Kopelski, and I'm here with Mark Johnson, who's a Purina Honor Show brand ambassador, and he and his wife Amy own and operate A&M Ranch in Sandwich, Illinois. Welcome, Mark.
Hey, Kevin, good to see you this morning. How are you?
I am great. It's good to be with you. I'm glad you're here because I wanted to talk about Honor Show supplements today. So I guess my first question for you is, why? Why supplements?
That's kind of what I said when Purina first came out with supplements. I was like, why? Why supplements? If our base feed is good enough and we feed it properly and we do all the other things like start with the best animal we can, cleanliness, good hygiene, the 4 pillars, good health, good nutrition, good genetics, good management. Why do we need show supplements? I kind of thought we'd join the circus sideshow with Dr. McGillicuddy's traveling, band of misfits. And then when I learned about the supplements and what they could do in terms of helping fitting and getting those final, fine tuning of those animals, it's almost like fitting with a feed bucket, fitting with a feed scoop. It'll help get those final touches to help those genetics look their best.
Okay, well that sounds pretty interesting. I know that Purina has a wide variety of supplements available, but you've probably got some favorites.
We do. We've got some that we use more than others. I've got some that I like to use more on cattle, some that I like to use more on pigs, and in our house with the sheep, we've got our go-tos. The first one that I was introduced to was Champion Drive. And that one's been around, I think, the longest. That was the first one. And with what that does in terms of adding muscle tone, muscle shape, without making them fatter, without making them thinner, keeping that body condition consistent, but adding just a little bit more tone, just a little bit more shape. And then it's got enough rumen enhancers that it helps with digestibility and just keeps them on feed, manage stress, because we stress these show animals. And I didn't believe it till I saw it. I'm not from Missouri, but somebody had to show me that that stuff actually worked. And we tried it. We had a bucket and we tried it for 30 days. And what I saw, what Champion Drive could do to those same lambs in this case in 30 days, blew me away. More tone, more shape, and they just flat performed.
That's pretty cool. So you talk about Champion Drive, and you mentioned lambs. I mean, can we use these things across species, or do you have specific lines for specific species?
The majority of the show supplements can be used on all species. There are some unique exceptions. Something like Power Fill is designed for hogs only, and a couple others, but most of them are designed to be multi-species. So if we have a supplement, like another one that I like to use is Ultra Full. Ultra Full will add depth of body from the navel back. It gives them some of that depth of flank that we're all searching for. We'd like to breed it into them. We'd like to fit it into them, but we can also feed it into them much more effectively. And Ultra Full will do that same thing for the 4 major species that we'd feed it to.
So Mark, if I'm watching this segment and I say, boy, that sounds interesting, but I don't know which one to pick or how I should choose, how does somebody go about deciding how to supplement their base nutrition program?
It takes time, it takes practice, and good resources. If you have the good fortune of having a good Purina dealer in your area that you can work with, they can help coach you up on which supplement does what. Also, if you go to our website, purinamills.com, there's a show feed tab on there. It's a little rosette up on the top bar. Click on that, and it'll take you to all the show feeds and supplements, management tips, the honor roll program, all of those things. And on there are the where they work diagrams. And those where they work diagrams are also in the Pocket Show Feed Guide. And that's a tremendous tool. It's an illustration of a steer, of a lamb, of a barrow, and of a market goat. And it diagrams where each of those show supplements work. That Fitter 35 and Fitter 52 will trim them up. The depth charge adds upper body fill. Something like Alleviate, the diagrams right to their stomach, so it'll show you that buffers their stomach, makes them more comfortable.
Okay, well that sounds great. So it sounds like we need to have a good animal, know where our goals are, and do all the basics right, but the supplements really can make a difference.
They can. I mean, we're not trying to kid anybody. There is no silver bullet solution that's going to prestidigitate a very average animal into a rock star with one scoop and one feed bucket one time. It doesn't work that way. We talk about when, now's the time of year people are buying lambs, goats, and pigs. And so, you go to that breeder armed with as much as you can, with as much information as you can, and you try to get the best animal that you can with the least flaws, and then it's like a good looking woman wear makeup just to make them look a little bit better.
Okay, I like that analogy. Thanks a bunch for that, Mark. Well, I'm glad you joined us today. If you want to know more about Honor Show supplements or any Purina feeds, check with your local Purina dealer or look for us on the web, purinamills.com, and check out our show feed site. It's good being with you today, Mark, and until next time, we'll see you again on Livin the Farm Life.